I want to hug them.
You want to hug whoever donated the milk?
Yeah, I want to hug them.
I'm Megan, and then these are my identical twins, Breck and Declan. At 30 weeks and 5 days, my water broke. 2 days later, I went into full-blown labor. They were born. Breck had about 4 days in, found out that he had a hole in his intestines. So he had to have emergency surgery at 4 days old. Through that trauma and everything, my body, it produced, but it was very minimal. And at first, with having two preemies and one being 4 pounds and one being 3, that was enough at the time. But especially after a little bit and then Breck having that surgery, I wasn't producing enough. It was like diminishing because of the trauma that I had gone through. A nurse and the doctor both mentioned the milk bank, and without hesitation, I was like, yes. 4 days in, he had the surgery and he had an ostomy bag. So it was really important for him to, that's the best thing for his stomach, especially going through and healing. And he had a reconnect. So he had an ostomy bag, and then 6 weeks later, he had a reconnect surgery. So we literally used the milk bank until even coming home. But that was my first choice of resources because it's better for his stomach and the healing process. I was so grateful for the fact that other women have donated and that there was this service that I was able to use for both of them, but especially Breck with having those 2 surgeries within the first 6 weeks of his life. Remember, because I was already so emotional about not being able to provide enough, that finding out that was a resource for them, I definitely was super emotional and cried grateful tears for it. I'm really glad and grateful for that resource because I knew that even if I wasn't producing enough, they could supplement by another mother's milk to help Breck in the healing process. And that's just another weight lifted off, really. Or even like a reassurance that it's going to be okay. I know in the struggle that I went through on how tedious and how much you have to do it. So I just so commend the people because it's a lot of steps and taking care of that and donating it and getting up and pumping and all of that is a commitment. And so I know, I just say that you get to see the benefits of the things that you do, that you make to help other mothers and babies, because it's a really beautiful, amazing thing.